Yay! We are live. It is Right Brain Recess, and I am your host, or would it be Recess Duty Instructor? I'm Dr. Laura Salyer, and I am a functional family physician in Wisconsin, but I also mentor health professionals and help them learn how to use creativity in their delivery of medical care so that they can enjoy their career again and avoid burnout. And my whole idea of creating these live streams is to get us talking. I have so much to share in my coaching sessions, but also with my patients that for those that know me, I like to talk. I have a lot of word vomit, so this is one way to contain it. And as your recess instructor sounds weird. Have you ever done recess duty? Let's see, any of the parents out there? Yeah, if you've done recess duty, you know that ages you like 5 years. I am absolutely certain that our telomeres will shrink every minute we are on the playground as the recess duty person, I promise you, or lunchroom duty. It's kind of a toss-up, I'm not so sure. But when you join me at Right Brain Recess, I'm aiming to do this about every Monday, 8 a.m. And we'll cover topics that will be both actionable from a business entrepreneur standpoint as well as health, relatable to functional medicine. But most of all, it's informal. We're just going to chit-chat, grab your coffee, plop me on the counter as you're trying to assemble breakfast, or maybe you're already late, who knows. You can always watch the replays. So you're going to see me have notes because I have a lot of things that I want to say, but I'm also organized. And I think it's important to start with one of the top things that I coach my health professionals from the very beginning. When they're thinking about transitioning into their own health business, or they're bloated with staff and they're trying to downsize into a lean, mean micro practice machine. People know that I have survived burnout. That's what led me into this second chapter of my career. And I use these elements of journeying through burnout in a lot of my coaching. I even wrote a book on it, Right Brain Rescue, in case you haven't read it yet. It's awesome. You can also listen to it in my Wisconsin accent on Audible. So when I talk about using this interesting journey through burnout, part of that is a self-exploration. And as a business owner, that is who we are as well. We need to project our personality. Not all of us will have the same elements, and that's beautiful. We need to have our own unique signature stamp on the universe. So where do we begin with that? It's a mission statement. And as a health professional or business owner, we can become paralyzed. Oh, I see you. Yes, raising your hands. We can become paralyzed with creating this mission statement. It feels like it's written in stone. And that's really difficult because we feel like we have to be married to this idea. And spoiler alert, even though I'm coaching people on how to do this, I really hadn't nailed down my mission statement until just recently. You know, you kind of marinate ideas around in your head of what you're doing and kind of the elevator pitch that you tell people. But guess what? Everybody needs a mission statement, not just business owners. And this is the Right Brain Recess that I want to talk about today, is how you need a mission statement. And together we're going to craft it for you today. So what is a mission statement? It basically declares the purpose of a business that will transcend revenue. Okay? So that can also be personal. What about you is transcendent, right? And so why would we want to have a mission statement? Well, if you're a business owner, it helps you find that right customer or that avatar. It will help make your decisions easier because once you nail down what your mission, your purpose is, then any other project that falls in your lap, if it doesn't align with that, it's easier to say no, thank you. And it's also easier to find those people you want to serve and those projects you want to do that fit really well with your mission. It's also a self-learning process because as you're going to work through this Right Brain Recess with me, we're going to learn. So get out a piece of paper if you haven't already. I'm a big paper person too. So yes. Oh, I see. Very good. Everybody's got paper. So make sure you're writing some of these things down. This is a self-learning process. As we go through finding our mission, it helps you really think about your own core values, your own why. It gives you that purpose. It redirects your headlights in the right direction on the path because it's easy to get lost. It's easy to be on autopilot. It's easy to just keep saying the same scripts over and over and that same record playing without pausing and reflecting, is this really the direction I meant to go? Is this still a direction I want to go? Do I still need the leather heated seats? Do I want, more frills in my car? Do I want to exchange it for a completely different one? These are things that happen when you go through a journey of burnout, or even just life. Let's face it, life is painful, suffering is optional, right? And so when I ask a patient in my office, what do you want your health for? That's kind of like asking them their mission statement. And you get lots of answers. You get, I want my health for my grandkids so I can sit on the ground comfortably and play with them. I want my health for my business that I'm trying to grow and I've been too tired. I take a nap every day. I want my health for travel so I can hike mountains and I can sit in an airplane comfortably. All sorts of reasons. And this is really what we're here on this earth for. What are we here for? This whole mission statement can be the perfect litmus test. And it connects you to that intuition inside for when things don't feel quite right, because our body will tell us. If you really tune in, when you're not in the right spot, or maybe that decision didn't fit you quite right. And then if you verbalize this in a mission statement, it makes it even more clear. So here's some examples. I think the best way is to see other companies. Like here's Google's. I'm going to read it to you. To organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. That totally transcends their revenue. They're really trying to provide this service to organize the world's information. That makes sense, right? Tesla, to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That's really compelling. PayPal, to build the web's most convenient, secure, cost-effective payment solution. Right? Now, this is not measuring like I want to make $1 million. I want to serve 1,000 patients. Those are metrics. I want the best Google ratings, Yelp. Those are measurements that might reflect how you're doing. But a mission statement talks about things in more of a global term, right? So let's do this now. Get out your piece of paper. How you're going to do this, 3 steps. And there's 2 different ways besides these 3 steps that we can do this, but we'll start with the easiest. Number 1, list your core values. Core values are words, single words that really resonate. And you could Google, there's 500 different core values like honesty, integrity, adventure, creativity, stability. None of them are wrong and they can shift. This is the key, because you might think that your core values are the same and they're not. Maybe in your 20s you needed stability and predictability. Your job needed to pay the bills. You were raising a young family, or maybe you needed shelter because you were more transient in moving. And so your core values might reflect that kind of stability. Now, maybe you're in a different spot. You want more innovation, creativity, adventure. You're not needing that stability. So do you see how this can be really important to look at that list of 500 core values, circle your top 10, and then narrow that down even more to maybe 5 or 3. So that's step 1. Number 2 is ask yourself, if I wasn't around, what would I be known for? Okay? So yourself or your business, what would your business be known for? Would you be known for prompt service? That's like Zappos, right? Overnight. Would you be known for white glove service? You go above and beyond. You treat your customers with that extra care. Maybe you send birthday cards. But as a person, what would you be known for? Are you that loyal friend that somebody can call to pick up at the airport at 3 a.m.? Are you that person who can hold space for someone? Or are you that person who brings comedy to a party and you're just always a good time? Think about what you'd be known for. To be more morbid, since I grew up around a funeral home, think about what would be on your obituary, right? I think that'd be kind of a creative exercise. Okay, I see some of you guys. I know it's a little morbid, but it would be a creative exercise to write your own obituary. What would you be known for? And then number 3, what goals matter most to you? What are you striving for? What goals would you like to have in this life? These 3 things, listing your core values, asking yourself, what would I be known for if I wasn't here? And then what goals matter to me will help you nail down that mission statement. Okay, so we're going to get deeper. I love Mad Libs. Back in the day, as a Gen Xer, we would take road trips and there was no internet, there was no cell phone, so Mad Libs was it. And so Mad Libs are great because you can plug in the words. Now this is a Mad Lib on how you can find your elevator pitch. And I do this all the time with my health professionals that I mentor. Finding their purpose, their reason, because how many of us can say, I help people get healthy, or I like to make people feel better. That's very boring, right? Even in functional medicine, I find root cause. Okay. So this is where you get specific. I help blank do blank so they can blank. Okay, so get your paper out. The first blank is who. Describe this person in detail. Are they a busy CEO? Are they a stressed out mom? Are they a convicted felon? Are they a lonely teen? I help who. Then you say, I help who do what. So that second blank is what. What? Describe their struggle. Are they having trouble managing their schedules, building self-care strategies, securing employment, finding community? So what are they struggling with? And then after working with you, so they can do why. That's your why. What is the result of your impact? So have more time with families, stay sane and healthy, provide for their future, thrive in school. So I'm going to read this for all those things I just talked about so you hear how it sounds. I help busy CEOs manage their schedules so they can have more time with their families. See how clear that is? It's awesome. I help stressed out moms build self-care strategies so they stay sane and healthy. I help lonely teens find community so they can thrive in school. Super clear. Has nothing to do with revenue. It's your mission, your purpose. So one other way, the last way we can do this to find your mission statement, is write down what do you do and then the benefit of what you do. 2 columns. So under what you do, write down, for example, provide a warm, safe home. The benefit, so your family feels secure. What do you do? I act with integrity and empathy. What's the benefit? My friends have a solid person to rely on. What do you do? I search for the silly and the fun in life. The benefit? So others learn to relax and not be so serious. So do those 2 columns. I'll share mine. In my business, what do? I design infographics so that it makes physiology understandable and helps the doctor's job of explaining. I advocate on burnout so doctors don't feel so alone. I provide stress and brain balance to my patients so it improves their life and happiness. And I also provide business coaching because that gives back autonomy to health professionals. So the ironic thing is this whole time, I didn't really have a mission statement. Yeah, I say I color outside the lines to help patients and physicians learn how to live their life with sparkle. And yes, I say, I help patients uncover their root cause and biochemical uniqueness so that they can be less stressed and have brain-body balance. Sure. But I really didn't have a mission statement until now. I went through this exercise with my last coaching session and thought, wow, I need to really nail that down myself. So here's my mission statement. And with this being said, when you start making your mission statement, let it marinate. It may not stick, or you might find different words, or you might pop open that thesaurus and swap out a few things because maybe it fits a little better. So don't feel like you have to have it set in stone. Don't be engraving it on the front of your office yet. Let it sit there. Put it on a business card. See how you like it. So here's my mission statement. My mission is to enhance the physician-patient relationship using creative methods that improve the delivery of healthcare with the goal of optimizing autonomy and understanding. That's my mission. I really have a mission to work with that physician-patient relationship because on both sides of the desk, there's burnout. Patients are burned out. Physicians are burned out. And together, if we can improve communication, whether it's colorful infographics or helping physicians gain autonomy back, helping patients understand their role of empowerment, then all of us will be healthier. So I hope you enjoyed this first Right Brain Recess, and come play with me again where I share my tips and tricks to help you elevate your business and your health. I guess we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to pop down questions or any comments and share with a friend or colleague. We'll talk soon, and keep coloring outside the